Hi, this is Andy Evans. This is part 10 of making a guitar at home or in the garage. Okay, so the last podcast I routed out the channel on the neck. You can see that, I think. A good thing to point out if you have one is a router bit that is rounded at the end. I put that very, very close. If you can see that, it's got a radius on the end of the router bit. That's a 6mm router bit. But what it leaves you with a nice U-shaped slot at the end of the channel. So your truss rod is going to sit in there really well. You know, it's if it was a square channel, you'd have little gaps at the end, and sometimes, if it's not correct, sometimes when you move the guitar you can hear the truss rod moving. So we've got a nice U-shaped channel in the neck. Also, I glued the wedge that was cut off the front. You can see this wedge. This was cut off here. I kept that wedge and that's gone onto the back. It's been glued onto the back. I've shaped the headstock up a little, and I've done some little holes for where the tuners are going to go, machine heads. So that's where we're up to at the moment. Right now I'm going to make a truss rod. I've bought some stainless steel. This is marine grade stainless steel A4. €4. That will make me 2 truss rods. All you need is some of that is threaded bar and 2 10mm or 6mm thread nuts. So the plan is, you put your threaded bar into your channel. You mark off the thickness of the nut, which is 4mm, which I've already done with tape. So I'm going to cut it right there. Cut that. Once I've cut that and filed it, then I'm going to screw it with this little nut on. Next to the camera. 2-part slow drying epoxy. I always find it's better. It's just tougher. Slow drying 2-part epoxy on the thread. Also, I'm going to damage the thread a little bit so it cannot move. You know, once it's on, it cannot move any further. So that's very important, because you don't want this moving here. The nut, this is going to go into here. I've cut a little channel out there with a 4mm chisel. Once I've made my truss rod, I'm going to put it in the vise. I'm going to clamp it in and press that nut into the wood there, and put lots of epoxy around it. After that, it's going to have a fill strip. So I'm going to do that now. Quickly cut this out. I think it'll take me 5 minutes in total. Maybe it's going to take me longer. That's a blunt blade on there. I think I'll get my Dremel out and cut it. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet, this podcast. The next one, I'm going to show you it made. I'm going to show you the truss rod made. I'm going to glue this into the channel here. So stay tuned, and that will be the next podcast.